Welcome back, Video Game Voting Vanguard. It's your boy P City Substance, and this is another episode of Thrift Store Thursdays. Thrift Store Thursdays, same end goal, added to the collection, consoles, games, accessories, etc. This time we taking the route of looking in the thrift store. Now, I chose Thrift Store Thursdays because I found myself in a thrift store. I always just randomly going thrift stores because you can come across a lot of electronics for a dirt cheap price 9 times out of 10, or anything else you may need. So I've been noticing some games in there, so that's what led me to do Thrift Store Thursdays. So this Thursday, basically trying to keep it low key. I haven't been seeing a lot of consoles lately, so I figured I'd add to some of the retro consoles, pick up a couple games. So we end up getting a couple games for PlayStation 3. Now, mind you, some of these games I'm picking up on, I either have a broken console that's not working, or I'm basically getting games when I see them. And, of course, obviously later on I may pick up the console. So a lot of these, if I haven't revealed that I have them, I will get them. And obviously you guys will know. So I end up getting a couple games for PS3. I noticed in a lot of the Goodwill and different thrift stores, they have a lot of sports games, probably because there were so many of them, such an abundance, and obviously people just get rid of them because they come out every single year. So I ended up picking up NCAA football. Now I know you guys can't see that because of glare, and NASCAR 08. I try to get ones with the case in pretty good condition and you can see the cover and stuff like that. That's always important for a collector. I also picked up AV cable for the Gamecube, which was an interesting find. And I picked up power cable. Looks like it'll work on a PS3 and computer monitors and stuff like that. I know you guys can see that. What's even more crazy about what I picked up, those 4 items, 2 games, a power supply, and an AV cable. The total was $7.97, which is it's insane. I think it's kind of a deal, especially for collectors. If you're trying to complete libraries, or you're looking for spare accessories or accessories you may need, it's definitely worth tripping in the thrift store and looking in a bin. 9 times 10 they got all power cables and AV cables and stuff in a bin. Shifting through that, you're finding cables for $1 a piece, versus looking on the internet. So I think it's worth the trip in there. And then games are normally $3 to $4. I think I got one of them half off. One of those games were $1.50. Even if it's not my favorite game per se, I am a collector and I do want to get this library. So kind of anything that I'm seeing, I'm grabbing, especially for that cheap of a price. So I think that was pretty good to get all of that for under $8. I mean, I think that's amazing. And I think maybe I'm gonna in the future start drifting a little further out with different thrift stores and seeing what they have as well. Also this past week I found myself on the Goodwill site. If you go back to one of my, I think, Thrift Store Thursdays, I think it was on number 2, episode 2. If you go back and look at that episode, I was in a location. I was talking to a gentleman that works at a Goodwill location. He explained to me that at his store all they had was Wii consoles, because of course I'm looking for some of the throwback retro consoles. He was saying all they carry is Wii. He was like, you have to go on the website. So I happened to go on that website, and man, they have a lot to offer on that website. Now the Goodwill website is like an auction style, basically like an eBay in a sense. You don't get the notifications, like it's not like an app, so that if you're not on point and ready by the time that auction starts and stuff like that, or get ready to end, you might miss it unless you keep in mind when it's ending, instead of getting a notification through the app directly to your smartphone or cell device. So but looking on it, I see they have a lot to offer. I think some of it's overpriced. I can't say that. Let me just say this. From what I'm saying, if you go on eBay, you know how to bid on auction. Normally you bid towards the end of the auction. And there's also a way of some people trying to scare other bidders out, where they put up a big bid up front to try to get other people to back off because they want that item. They don't want anybody else to bid on it. So they'll put up a big bid right away. So I think a lot of that was going on. But I did look through there on the video games. They have a lot to offer, guys. I mean, I'm talking N64s, Dreamcast, ColecoVision, Intellivision, Ataris, all different models of Atari, Sega Master System, Atari Lynx with games. I mean, guys, like that honestly, that's a jackpot for a collector. Just something that I feel is a hidden gem. Keep your eyes open for these thrift stores, guys, and log on to Goodwill, shopgoodwill.com, and look at those auctions and see what they got to offer. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed, especially if you're a collector or you're looking for certain things. That is definitely something you want to consider and check out. Now, one thing to be wary about is pay attention to what they are asking for as far as the shipping charges. Some of the shipping and handling charges, and there is a separate charge for shipping and one for handling. Some of the shipping prices are a bit outrageous, if you ask me. I haven't purchased anything from the site to know what, how the packaging is, because, I guess you can, spend X amount of dollars on certain packaging to make sure that it's packaged well. But, I seen a Xbox 360, for instance, on there. Looked like it was about $40. It was a buy it now option. So I was even considering that. But when I went to shipping and handling, and they tell you in the fine print, if you look on how to use the site, they tell you be aware of the shipping, because it can sucker punch you if you're not paying attention. So, you got this $40 Xbox 360 console, and I go on the shipping side, and it's $39 plus $4 handling. And I was like, what? That's $80. $85 before you even get a console for Xbox 360, and it's overpriced. So I declined on that. I did not jump to that because, being a collector, it can be very easy to collect games and consoles. You could just go on eBay and stuff and buy the first thing coming. But, we still want to keep in mind we're still regular functioning human beings with jobs, families, and responsibilities. So we want to stay thrifty as possible and get it for the cheapest price possible. So that wasn't an option for me, especially when you go on GameStop and you got pre-owned Xbox 360 for $39.99 with a warranty. That's a no-brainer. So that was a no. But I just wanted to throw that gem out there for some of you guys that are collecting and looking for certain things. ShopGoodwill.com. They have an auction. They have buy now. They have last-minute sales. Forgot how they got it labeled, but go check out the site. It's definitely worth checking out. So that's it for this week's episode. This has been Thrift Store Thursdays. This is your boy Peace City Substance, and this is the Video Game Voter. Game on.